Hi, this is March 2015, April 1st, 2015, and this is a basic Miata. It's a 2001 model, and what I did was I have a aftermarket alarm, and I wanted a a remote trunk release because I always go to the trunk. So I bought this car used, and it came with one of those snake alarms, DEI Viper alarms, and this auxiliary button will open up a remote. So somewhere in this alarm, there's going to be a wire coming out that feeds a relay that will open up a trunk. So this main video is not how to wire that, but I do have the relay here ready to wire it up, and this somewhere in here is going to be able to do that, and that's not the purpose of the video. The purpose of this video is to tell you that I bought a OEM trunk release from Mazda, a car on eBay that had it broken, and then how I ran the wires. So this is the deal here, so let me show you. This here is the a OEM trunk release from another Miata, and my thing's not focusing. How do you get it to focus? Okay, now it's focusing. So that's my OEM like a $30 part on eBay that I bought used from someone. And it came out with two wires. One is for this solenoid, which has two wires, and one is ground, and if you give power to this one, the trunk will open. So that's going to go into this wiring that I've just wired, and the red one's going to that, and the other end of the red one's going to the relay. And I also ran an extra ground wire, which is going to go to the alarm. This, anytime when the trunk is open, it's going to feed ground to this black wire, and the alarm is going to come on. And when you get this basically a junkyard trunk latch with a solenoid to open the trunk, it also comes with a built-in ground cable, which is right here. And basically when the trunk is open, these two make a connection, and when the trunk is closed, these two are separate. And I cut the connectors already because I didn't have the OEM connectors, so I'm going to run my own. These are the OEM connectors that came off Mazda. And so I ran two wires, and the trick is to running this wire, you run through here, and this thing here, this is how you get access. So we are on the driver's side. This is an American model, so on the driver's side, you run the wires through this thing here, and you go through that, and there's a 10mm piece right here. One is here where I'm shining the flashlight, another 10mm over there somewhere, right there, and one on the very bottom. Somewhere right where it's down there. So this piece covers up the gas area. So this piece, there's 10mm there, 10mm there, and 10mm. Get this piece out, and you can run your wiring. And then to run the wire, you need to take off this piece of plastic here. That's easy. You just pull out. It's intuitive. It is sitting right here. Just lift it up. Once you lift it up, then you want to pull this piece. There is another piece that runs right down here. Pull that out. That's intuitive because you want to separate this piece of metal with this piece of plastic. So once you separate it, you pull this grommet off, and then you want to get this piece of plastic off. To do that, you need to take off a Phillip right here, and then take off a little piece of plastic down here, and this thing is able to pry out, and then using a hanger, you can run it right through like this and feed your 2 wires through there, and the goal is to go, and you can see that seatbelt, see that yellow seatbelt? Right underneath it is an opening. You can go through that to get to the other side. And that's how to get a wire from the trunk to the front of a 2001 body Miata. So if you do this with a aftermarket trunk release, power to you. But I was able to find a OEM one, and that's great. And once I power it up, I won't ever have to go to get my trunk to open through that spot anymore. I just press the remote, because I find this car is so small that I'm constantly using the trunk all the time. Anyone who owns a 2001 Miata basic model should get remote trunk release, because you just go through the trunk so many times living through your daily life. Okay, thanks for watching.